All right, golf season's not far away. I blew out my shoulder. Who put it back together? Dr. Bill Jacobson, Capital Orthopedic Sports Medicine. Dr. Michael Lee, not a better foot guy you'll find. Dr. William Bolden, when it comes to spine and hips, they'll take care of you. Click above for more details. All right, here we go with a Tuesday, June 30th edition of Not That It Really Matters, but then we fill in the blank. So not that it really matters, but Kyle Korver foregoing clearly more money to take the guaranteed contract from the Utah Jazz, return to Salt Lake for one more year, foregoing free agency. Something about his Pella, Iowa upbringing and the family roots, their spirituality and faith, foregoing all the riches that potentially, with some risk involved, but happy with the situation, happy with Jerry Sloan, the head coach there, longtime head coach there, the stability of the Utah situation. He stays put, so you got to give him some credit. You also got to give credit to Harrison Barnes. He dusted off his Nikes and dusted off his game and then went out and dusted his opponents in the City League out at Valley Southwoods in West Des Moines the other night. He hung 40 on them, and it was a walk in the park 40, I'm told. Was not there. Well, the AHL, will they run the Iowa Chops for one more year before that team ultimately pulls up their tent for good and leaves for Austin, Texas, becoming the top farm team of the Dallas Stars? Well, this whole soap opera is going to come to an end Monday, a week from yesterday in Hilton Head, South Carolina. That's where the American Hockey League will hold their annual meeting, and right at the top of the agenda, we're told, will be the Iowa hockey situation. Now, the National Basketball Association now has AAA basketball. It'll be year 3 this fall and winter for the Iowa Energy. Chris Macris, the GM, announcing, which we all knew, that the Suns, the Suns, Phoenix, Bulls, Chicago, will be back duly affiliated. There's 2 new franchises in the NBA D-League on the East Coast. Portland, Maine, they'll be affiliated undoubtedly with the Boston Celtics, and Springfield, Mass., home of the Hall of Fame. You think they'll be calling them the Springfield Fame? They were at one time part of the United States Basketball League. They'll play their home games in the Springfield Civic Center in the birthplace of basketball. And you can say very likely it's going to be goodbye after 2010 to the Principal Charity Classic out at Glen Oaks in West Des Moines. We're hearing now that as much as Principal would like to come back, all the layoffs, very hard to position that from a public relations standpoint and goodwill with their employees, but that Principal will respond to a proposal from the Champions Tour and will seek a drastic cut in the expense. In other words, the amount of the check that they write. It's a charity classic. Principal wants their money to go there. It's very expensive to run that tournament. The likelihood of Principal being involved beyond next year and the expiration of that current contract is seen as less likely than the Iowa Chops being around. How about that? All right, we'll come back on the other side. Why do sports talk guys act like women? I don't want to offend anybody, but little anecdote for you on the other side. We'll talk and go inside the numbers. We're Mouth of the Midwesting it this afternoon at 4 with Tommy Steffes in tow. John McDermott with us on KCCI Thursday and Friday night. A minute on the Hawks, a minute on the Clones. During Letterman, KCCI, Mouth of the Midwest, presented by Toyota Des Moines. Coming back here on a Tuesday, 6 to and even.com.